just the other day, I was posting to Instagram about a little project that I was doing. I usually carry a pop socket when I have a regular hard phone case. So I was creating my own pop sockets using these agate slices. Here's another example of one that I just took a regular case, just a clear plastic flimsy case, and added this agate slice. Which not only looks nice and decorative, but it also is functional. I use my pop sockets as kind of a little holder, not only to prop it against things, but I also really do walk around kind of holding it by the socket. So as much as I love crystals and stones and things like that, I thought that would be suited for me. Well, as I begin playing around and creating these, I decided to post a photo on Instagram, and I got a response that I did not expect. And I realized that people are interested in these. Many of you share my love for crystals and gems, and so I got so many requests by DM and email to please let you know if I decide to make them or produce them and sell them. And it just so happens that yesterday my daughter and I were out and about in Dallas, and we went to my crystal supplier, and I purchased some supplies to start a batch of these sockets. And while we were there, I found so much inspiration. Isn't that beautiful? I picked up several different elements that I think will really jazz up these cell phone accessories. So it has evolved in the past few days from a simple idea of pop sockets to now potentially creating cell phone covers, cell phone charms, keychains, and other little trinkets that are made from beautiful stones. And I think that this could do well, especially doing it as a project with my daughter. I think she can maybe handle the parts that I don't love to do. like some of the advertising and things like that. I'm more of a maker. I'd rather do the creating. But you guys know me by now, and you know that about me. Yesterday, I placed a big wholesale order of pop sockets and every little detail that I will need to make these attractive and functional. And I want to make sure that they are of good quality before I put them on the website. Now, they won't be on Etsy. This will be something that is available through my website and Instagram only. But if they do well, who knows? The other day, at a 90% off after Christmas sale, I purchased several of these little rings in several different colors. And I think that these will be great, maybe encrusted with quartz, maybe amethyst chips. I don't know yet. But I do have some pretty creative ideas. If you all have ideas about what would be pretty on these phone accessories, I would love, 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 love to hear your ideas and steal them and use them. So if you want to pass me an idea, just know that it's fair game for me to take. But I would love to take a request on specific looks or even specific gemstones that you really like. Now, I only plan to use the real deal. I'm not going to make any glass agate replicas or any false quartz crystals or things like that. I want to keep it 100, people. So let me know what you think. I keep coming back to this one. So for some of these, I'm thinking just a nice rough edge like so. And then for others, perhaps some gold leaf or copper or even rose gold around the rim here. I will put a link to my Instagram because that is mainly where I will be updating everyone about these particular items. It just is a perfect platform for that, and I don't like to advertise to you all on this channel very much because that's not what you're here for. However, I realize that many of you are not on Instagram, and that's okay. I will also link to my website because I foresee these being available pretty soon. And also, a bit of news is my first episode of my revamped podcast will be available this weekend, and it is at the same website that these will be for purchase at. So, I will link to that below for you all. And I'm going to keep practicing the green screen, Man, I got a new nice one. It's kind of the fancy one. So maybe that will help me a bit. Maybe it won't, but we will see. And hopefully I can use it to get a bit more creative in 2020. I do love the technology. I'm just pretty bad at it when the editing happens. So, you guys have sweet dreams, and I will see you soon. So, at the moment, I'm using this Kate Spade folio. It's got a little magnetic closure here. And then inside there are little slots to keep your ID and debit card or whatever you like. I picked this up at a thrift store, where else, and it's got a little stand in the back. This is for an iPad 9.7-inch tablet. I think nowadays most of them come with some type of stand in the back. This is my current cover for my iPad. This one is a little bit see-through. Can vaguely make out the Apple icon here in the center. Also, it's got lots of little metal flecks or little pieces of chips of coppery color. This is for one of those enormous iPad Pro that many of you have. I do not own one of these, but this came in a set with some other items. open this one. This came in the same set. Now the other day, I found these on clearance for a very, very good price. And I thought, wow, that's cute. That will fit my phone, and it looks a lot like an old Nintendo, like a Game Boy or something like that. And I took it home and opened it. And when I did, I realized there was a spot for a battery, and it also came with 2 batteries. So I placed the battery inside, and to my surprise, it started playing this Spaced Invaders type game. Of course, this is simply for novelty, because we all know that we could simply flip our phones over and play whatever game combination we have, especially on the internet. We've got so many options now, but I do love nostalgia, and so I really like this case. When I took a closer look at the box, I realized that it's got 26 games, and it once again comes with 2 batteries. So that's a cool little gift to give someone, I think. This one's a little dusty. I also got this from a thrift store. It's pretty durable. It's good for someone who maybe drops their iPad frequently. one has a little band. I like these because they allow you to prop up the iPad if you are maybe reading a recipe, or if you're watching Netflix. You can prop this up and not have to worry about it constantly tipping over. It's pretty sturdy. And then you can simply fold it up and it looks just like any inconspicuous folio case.